Welcome back, another episode. Alright, we will concede that this Chicago Fire episode was marginally superior to a few others this season. We saw a few moments that hinted at potential plot developments for the remainder of the season, and there was at least a modicum of coherence and a recurring theme. We focused on a few key connections on Chicago Fire Season 12 Episode 9. Chief Boden and James, Violet and newbie Rosie, Mouch, and an unusual patient named Kathy from the Paramedicine program. With the exception of Severide and Van Meter, who collaborated to solve an arson case that took some unexpected turns, the other members of the cast saw very little screen time in this episode. This show has examined several relationships over its more than 10 years on air. However, none have captivated audiences quite like the relationship between Chief Boden and James, his stepson. James understands that taking on his mother's house is much beyond his capabilities. He's embarrassed by the situation he's found himself in as a result of renting to unscrupulous acquaintances. He confides in Kylie during a pleasant moment, and she is incredibly kind to him, which is to be expected. Because he doesn't want Boden to think less of him, he is reluctant to speak with him. Violet and Rosie spend more time together as the episode goes on, and it looks like they're going to fall out. Violet has legitimate reservations about Rosie's ability to perform the job because she appears to be inattentive and unskilled. The exciting part is about to begin. Mouch is being stalked. Okay, so it wasn't all that enjoyable, but to be honest, it was a fascinating plot to see develop. Watching Mouch get into mischief is always a pleasure because he is such an amusing character. That is, until the situation gets out of control and he has to throw her out of the station. Warning, that doesn't sit well with her. But given how things turned out, we're delighted it happened nevertheless. Although Trudy has always been a badass, it was amazing to witness her enter the room and take out Kathy while Mouch stammered through an explanation for treating her rudely. Am I right? Girls have power. All in all, that was fantastic, and I would happily watch a whole show dedicated to Trudy saving men in need. What a rush. These episodes tend to jam a lot of action into them. But there's one scene in particular that we can't miss. Severide returns to locate the rapper, who was wrongfully convicted of setting the music studio on fire. Severide is an integrity-minded man. That is the reason he was sorely missed during his time away. It was pleasant to witness him making the extra effort to deliver Antoine's music files to him. Though it wasn't necessary, it was a considerate move on his part. It appeared as though Severide was expressing regret for having initially suspected Antoine of arson. It was also interesting to observe Van Meter and Severide collaborate, as an honorable relationship was mentioned. Though not particularly entertaining, they make a nice, awkward team. They resemble the most subdued buddy cop unit ever. At least there's a little bit of fun shorthand between them. For more videos, subscribe.